Climbing Mount Kinabalu, it requires a lot of leg strength, the lower body strength, because it's like walking up endless stairs. So the focus of training all these expedition members is very much about preparing them to understand that how to activate the right muscle of their legs.
It was very fun, very refreshing and very energizing, and I look forward to climbing Mount Kinabalu.
Today the section is very good. I'm very satisfied and I look forward to next round.
It's very difficult for me because I'm not a very physically fit person, and it's challenging. Everything is challenging for me, but thank God I completed everything.
For me, it was challenging. I think for some other people, maybe not so challenging, but definitely it was very good.
Very challenging, of course. I get to know that in order for you to summit Mount KK, you need to build your strength.
Today's training session is fantastic. I think it's really pushing us to our limits. A lot of us punch it in a way, but we kept going, and I think that's the spirit we need to adapt. We need to adopt that, and we need to continue doing that as we climb, as we prepare ourselves to climb.
The key takeaway is the lady coach Valerie, because she is very cool.
I like the one that they pair each other to do the training together. It felt like you have a buddy with you going to motivate you, and do until completion. I think that is something very good.
Normally when I do the gym, the training, this kind of stuff is on my own pace. But this one is someone pushing me, and then I have an expert to push me behind and then calculate the timing and just pushing me forward to heavier and heavier and harder. I can see the result will be better in other coming months.
The most challenging part is realizing how weak I am personally for me. Like the team completed 4 sets or 4 reps. I couldn't complete all of them today. So like what they say, realizing or knowing the problem is the first step to solving the problem. So that is really good for me.
The first mountain that I climbed was Mount Fuji. So that time I just graduated from university and I did a solo climb. So it was very, very lonely, but the view was really good.
I've never climbed any mountain before this, so Kinabalu will be my first climb.
I have never really trained on any climbing mountain before, but the local ones, yes, I've done before.
Our expedition members, because they are all business people, so when it comes to business people, they are always very committed people. That's why they are so good in doing their business. Whoever who sign up, they will be committed enough that they'll train themselves and prepare themselves enough to actually scale Mount Kinabalu and successfully achieve the ASEAN Records of holding the first Malaysia SME Congress, like a business conference on Mount Kinabalu.
By having a group of people who have the same goal, same spirit to climb the Mount Kinabalu, to conquer Mount Kinabalu, I believe I myself can do better this time.
I have no idea, I'm just do it. I don't want to thinking about negative and positive. I'm just do it. I don't want to have something hold me back.
Mentally, I take a very simple approach. I've accepted the challenge, I made the commitment, and I'm going. Physically, that will take more work. I think there's only a few months left, so I really need to step up my training in terms of stamina, in terms of endurance. So that will be my focus on the next 6 months at least.
They very much need to is we as an organizer sharing with them, providing with them all the necessary training or tips, all the requirements that they must prepare and train themselves to go to the Kinabalu. The rest of the thing, I'm sure they all can do it themselves. Their commitment level is super high, super determined. Today they just prove it. The coaches has emphasized all the correct techniques and what is required to train the lower body muscle. And from the outcome of this, and I'm sure they will go on and practice it on their own.
For Mount Kinabalu, it's very important to train for endurance, physical endurance, and also strength training, especially your glutes, your quads. These are the biggest group muscle that can help you to climb Mount KK.
So if the participant really wants to train at home and they don't have enough time or access to the gym, I would highly recommend to go for a simple exercise but highly effective due to the limitation of equipment, let's say. So just such as we go for squats, lunges, plank or push-up.
Okay, so we have lined up a series of actually programs since last month in September. So the next one, there will be the actual practice. Right? So the next, we are going to bring them to Tower tower not running, tower walking. So we're going to make sure they know the right now technique to climb up, walk up the stairs and walk down the stairs. So today is about training the lower body muscle. Once they have the strong muscle, but with strong muscle, they must come with the right technique. Then it can achieve better efficiency when they climb the Mount Kinabalu.